Friend, what would you need to achieve something big in life? Taking action, focus, extreme focus, laser focus. And what would you need to achieve that laser focus? What would you need to take action? And when would you achieve that laser focus? When our mind would be empty, when our mind would stop overthinking and start doing, then we would achieve that level of focus. Friends, if our mind becomes empty, we can add some new knowledge, habits, and discipline in it so that we can calm our chattering mind. We can very well stop the flood of thoughts that keep running in our mind. And friends, once the chattering of the mind stops, then we can get the mind to do whatever we want. We can achieve anything. But 92% of the people waste their time thinking and overthinking. And only 8% people continuously take actions on their dreams and goals. That is why if you want to calm the chatter of your mind, then definitely listen to this story till the end. So there was a village and a young man lived in that village. His name was Jay and he had a problem. His problem was that he used to think too much. He was failing to do anything in life. He could not focus on his work or project. Every time negative thoughts kept running in his mind. The chatter of his mind just never stopped. Most of the time he used to think about his past and was regretting, thinking that I wish I would have been done that in that time. And because of that, he gets scared of his future, thinking that what if I don't get success in future? People will criticize me. He was always lost in his thoughts and he wanted to get rid of his thoughts. Jay wanted he should not have any useless thoughts in his mind anymore. But still, there were a lot of misery in his mind, and that is why he was very upset in life. Then one day someone told him there was a Buddhist monk lives in a nearby forest. Go to him and he will solve your mental problem. And he went there as soon as possible. He told him about all his problems, and the monk listened carefully to all his problems and asked the man, "Tell me, what do you want to know from me?" Hearing this, Jay said, "Master, I want to calm and empty my mind. That is why I'm here. I want to know from you, how can I calm and empty my mind? My mind is always full of thoughts, and I can't put focus on one thing. Whatever work or project I started, I could not finish them. I start somewhere and I end up somewhere without even realizing. And I forgot what I started and what I'm doing now. And I don't know why it is happening with me. Master, I wish that I should not have any useless thoughts in my mind anymore." The monk said, "The solution to any problem can be found only when we reach the root of that problem, when we understand that problem properly." Further, the Buddhist monk says, "Do you ever want to understand your mind, which you want to empty?" Hearing this, Jay said that I have tried so many times to understand my mind, but the more I tried to understand it, the more I drowned in the flood of thoughts. My mind starts filling with more thoughts. So the monk gave him a pitcher and said, "Put some small stones in it." The young man went and brought that pitcher, pouring it with the small stones, and gave it to the monk. The monk said, "Now think this pitcher as your mind, and consider the stones filled in this pitcher as your thoughts. Now put some more stones in this pitcher." And he started putting, but because the pitcher was already filled, all the remaining stones started falling down. The monk said, "Pause for a moment. Now observe carefully, the stones are not going in the pitcher. They are falling down outside the pitcher. Because this is a pitcher, whatever could come in it has already come. You can't put more stones in it. If you want to put more stones in it, you have to remove the preloaded stones from it." Hearing this, the boy said, "Master, I understood what you want to say. I have to empty my mind from thoughts." Hearing this, the monk gently smiled and said, "Listen to me first, then empty your mind." The monk said, "Our mind is not like that pitcher. A pitcher can be filled with stones. You can fill a pitcher with stones, but you can't fill your mind with thoughts, because your mind is always empty." The boy said, "I'm not understanding what you're saying. If the mind remains empty, then why would you want to empty it? Why is it necessary to empty our mind?" Then the monk said, "Then why I always worry and think too much?" Then the monk said, "Take the stones out of this pitcher one by one." And the boy did as the monk said. And in doing so, the pitcher became empty. Then the monk said, "You see that when you took those stones out one by one, the pitcher became empty. Now you can put some new stones in it, or you can put the same stones again. You can fill it half, or you can fill it completely." The boy said, "That is what I'm trying to say. I have to empty my mind. This is a pitcher and it can be empty easily. But how can I empty my mind?" The monk said, "Now put one stone in it and take out two from it." The boy said, "But how can it be possible? If there is one stone, how can I take out two? If this is not possible, then do it anyway. Put two stones in it and take out four from it." "But master, how can it be possible? Is it a miraculous pot?" The monk said, "No, this is not a miraculous pot, but your mind is. If you put one thought in your mind, another two come out. If you hold those two thoughts, another four come out. And in this way, you never stop thinking. Thoughts keep coming one by one. A future can be filled, but your mind cannot be filled because it's already empty, but you think it's filled. This is the illusion of the mind. The boy said, so will I always remain trapped in the web of my thoughts? Is there no way out from this illusion of the mind? The monk said, put some stones in this pitcher. Now take one stone from it and make a sculpture of that stone. And the boy started carving the stones. During carving that stone, he felt that this stone is not good enough to make a sculpture. So he took out another stone. Again, he found that this stone was not good. And he didn't like the third stone either. By doing so, he took out all the stones from it. But he can't make a sculpture from any stone. Now the monk said, put all the stones in that pitcher again. Now take one stone and carve this stone by thinking it as the last one. There are no stones left inside. You have to make it a sculpture anyway. There is no other options. And the boy did as the monk said. He started carving the stone and he made a very beautiful statue from that stone. Now the boy got surprised and told, I can't imagine such a beautiful statue could have been made from this stone. Hearing this, the monk said, when we have no other choice, then we put all our energy into one option. We put our focus on making it better. And when we have a lot of choice, we think a lot. We get confused. Then we don't even choose any stone and the statue doesn't even get made. Now the boy asks, what I have to do now? The monk said, it is not easy to empty your mind. It is going to take time. So are you ready for it? The boy said, yes, I'm ready. No matter how long it is going to take, I will do it. So listen carefully. The monk said, there are 5 ways you can empty your mind. Number 1, less is more. Focus on less. Once you focus on less, you will have more. The more you focus on less things, the less your mind thinks and wonders. We live in a world that is driven by consumerism, where the message is always needing more and never having enough. Most people think that they need more to succeed. More money, more power, more time, more friends, more fame, more ideas, more prayers, more knowledge. They run behind more, and more. They have never considered that less is actually sufficient. The monk said, our life is like a pot at some point. And we all run behind filling it. But don't run behind filling the pot, because it doesn't matter what you have, how many resources you have, how much power you have. What matters is how many great things you created from what you have. How many of them you used to impact the world. Many people get sad thinking that what they don't have. They spoil their day by thinking what they don't have. There is a saying, I don't care how much power, brilliance or energy you have. If you don't harness it and focus it on a specific target and hold it there, you are never going to accomplish as much as your ability warrants. So fix your target, set your goal and start working on them. Don't focus on more, just a start. Number 2, focus on taking action. Don't focus on thinking. Thinking is really good. Thinking and strategizing about future plan is good, but they don't produce a result. Action, on the other hand, is a type of behavior that will deliver an outcome. So don't get lost in thoughts. The more you think, the deeper it will pull you in. Don't think about perfection. Just start. Think about finishing the job, no matter what. Whatever happens, try to start as soon as possible. Because when you start doing something, your mind stops wandering and thinking. It puts all its focus into executing the work properly. Most of the time we talk in our mind that it is a trap in today's time. Thinking is the most dangerous disease and trap in today's time. We are dying from overthinking. We are slowly killing ourselves by thinking about everything. Think. You can never trust the human mind anyway. It's a death trap. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Don't get too deep. It leads to overthinking, and overthinking leads to problems that doesn't even exist. The sharpest minds often ruin their lives by overthinking the next step, while the dull win the rest with eyes closed. Number 3, give yourself pain, not comfort. Humans always seek pleasure and avoid pain. They like to stay in comfort zone, but don't give yourself too much rest. Keep challenging yourself, allowing yourself to try new things. When you stay in comfort, useless thoughts keep coming in our mind. Challenging yourself can be uncomfortable and even frightening. It will give you pain, but it's worthwhile. Pursue it in countless ways. When you do something or work on your dreams, overthinking vanishes with one step outside of your comfort zone. When you stop giving confidence, start taking action, at least at a little step, that moment you stop thinking and start doing. You are the winner. You must leave your comfort zone to live up to your full potential. Number 4, walk in nature. What is holding people back from the life that they truly want to live? I would say that one very common and destructive thing is that they don't know how to stop overthinking. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by thoughts and anxious, go outside in nature. Take a walk in a garden or sit by the river. It will calm your nerves and helps you organize your thoughts. Hiking or trekking can be a good option to connect with nature. The beauty of nature will distract your mind from negative thoughts. It can reduce your anger, fear, and stress. The intake of oxygen can bring good psychological changes to your mind. Make a habit of going out in nature whenever you can. Number five, become a person of action. When you know how to get started with taking action consistently each day, then you will procrastinate less by overthinking. Setting deadlines and a good tone for the day are two things that have helped me to become much more of a person of action. Taking small steps forward and only focusing on getting one small step done at a time is another habit that have worked really well. It works so well because you do not feel overwhelmed, and so you do not want to flee into procrastination or lazy inaction. And even enough, you may be afraid. Taking just a step is such a small thing that you do not get paralyzed in fear. Remember, this code is going to help you a lot in life. The best way to stop overthinking is to take continuously small steps toward your goals. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe this channel and share this video as much as possible.